battens. Tried a few 4 batten sails, didn't really like them, so I'm gonna go 5. But I also, let's decide the length. I like the fact that it's super frequent. The 2 battens in the middle don't go all the way to the mast, because once you sheet out, you completely release the power. That's great. So I would like to go in that direction.
Okay.
But then I don't know how much power I will lose in the particular condition I was saying without having the batten all the way. So
well, just on that point alone, basically you're talking about that you have wind and that you want to maximize your power.
Yeah.
Because you already said pure slugging, you don't need this.
Yes.
You're happy.
Yeah.
So it's that moment when you're maybe you can get on a plane.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe you can't.
Yes.
So that's the only point. If you're already at that point, that means there's enough wind to fill the sail out.
Yeah.
The shape of the sail on us using a soft pattern.
All right.
But what happens is specifically on the Super Freak is you want to pump for that immediate little extra pressure, and you have a little bit too much softness, and you're not getting an instant pop onto the board.
Yeah.
So we basically need to eliminate that delay in the power, and that should result in what you need.
And how do you eliminate it?
Change the materials.
Change the material, which is something that we kind of agreed already. It's okay with me. So no need to go all the way to the mast with those battens.
I think not.
And just in case, because I'd like you always to experiment and see the difference. How bad or heavy or difficult would it be to make a pocket that would allow both?
It's not that difficult, but you might lose a little sensitivity on the left.
On the left?
Yeah, where the batten pocket's going to be, it's going to be a lot stiffer than the material above and below it, so it'll be a little slightly less sensitive. But I think for that wind range that you're talking about using, it shouldn't be much of
Or
an issue.
maybe we can do it afterwards. We go short batten, and then if I'm not particularly happy, we bring it to town, and we'll make an extension of the batten, and we use longer batten. That is possible, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then let's go short batten. Foot to the sail. One thing I liked about 4 batten sails is there was no foot, doesn't get stuck in the lip when you go from the top turn. That's great. So, considering I told you I want you 5 battens, where would you have the lower batten end? Over the clue? Below the clue?
Under the clue, just because I've already done it and I'm just
Yeah.
working on the Super Freak Maui edition.
The last one, yeah.
So I would basically copy that. Exactly.
Right on.
It's about this far from the clue.
That, yeah, I agree with that. I like that. Material. We said we're going to do X-Ply.
Yeah, some sort of lightweight X-Ply.
Lightweight X-Ply. The lightest possible, right? I heard that the materials, the X-Ply got lighter lately because the producers were only selling it to sailboat sales companies before, but then they got out of the business. I don't know if it's true or not, but
there's a couple of reasons. One, the lighter X-Plies are less expensive.
less expensive.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's less.
Of
material.
course, less material, but all right.
What goes in between the 2 layers of monofilm on the X-Ply can change that price radically. If you put in exotic materials,
For the
yeah.
Oh, really?
But if you stay with the standard construction, which is polyester substrate, it's cheaper to have a lighter material. So that's one reason why this trend towards lightweight is very beneficial to also the manufacturers. Also, the sales don't last as long.
All right. So they sell more. I see the point. Yes. Okay. We'll go with like that then. All right. Draft. I broke down quite forward. I like the Super Freak.
I think
All right.
set.
Leech. That's a good point. Twisting Leech, but if you make it, I know there's a lot
Well,
of.
just by changing the material to a stiff material,
it's
gonna rig like a normal sail. So you downhaul it more, it's gonna flop off at the top.
Yeah.
Unlike Super Freak, which absorbs a lot of that downhaul, so you don't see that as much. When you're sailing, it still opens, but when you're not sailing, so it'll be naturally a little bit more open leech than what you would rig on a normal Super Freak.
That's good in case the wind picks up a little bit. You can handle
it's
a
a
little
normal.
more.
You have to have that feature on any film sail.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
but I noticed that it's either that some sails were designed or some people were rigging them like a little too over downhaul. Like they say, oh, the Leech got a over twist a lot. Any
That's
time.
a lot of personal
I don't
opinion.
know. When doing this light, I don't know about that, but you know, it's something you can adjust with the downhole.
That's a personal preference issue. It's like what size bench should you use.
It's not a
There's
design.
no right or wrong. I mean, sails are definitely designed tighter and looser.
Yeah.
That usually is the, you know, when you go to buy the sail, you're like, oh, is this a tighter Leech, more powerful sail, or is it a more open,
All right.
flexible sail?
All right. So my request would be, that twist, but kind of powerful again, because I want to be able to plane. And the reason I want to be able to plane is not that I care too much about planing. Just when it's possible to plane, I can go back to catch next wave earlier.
Sure.
You know, that's the only thing. Okay.